Hello everyone, this is C7, the HOA Homesteader, and today I'm going to demonstrate how I put together a gravity water fed filtering system, which I did before I had a YouTube channel. I filmed a little bit of it and posted it on Facebook for family and friends. So I'm not going to really go through how I drilled the holes and all that. I'm just going to show you what I did and move forward. But however, I'm going to also today actually demonstrate how to build another type of watering filtering system. So I thank you in advance for visiting my channel. I'm glad that you're here. Stick with me and let's get this thing going. First of all, some of you may remember I purchased 2 5-gallon buckets. I drilled a hole down here at the bottom, purchased a water spigot, put it in, just put it in there, hand tight. This is going to be your bottom bucket. Your top bucket, you can put as many filters in it as you want. I chose to just use one. Each additional filter, of course, the water will drain quicker. But I put a hole in the center of the bucket, the size up, that the filter fit through. You just take the filter, stick it in the hole, you can take a lid, put a hole in the center, goes there. And screw it on with a wing nut. And from there, you just place this bucket on top of that bucket. Pour your unfiltered water in here. It could be lake water. It could be all types of water. And let it filter through. I will say this, even though you filter it through, if it was an emergency situation and you have the ability, still go ahead and boil it to a rolling boil for 5 or 6 minutes. Help sterilize the water. Alright, and that's it. That's my little gravity fed water and filtering system. From here we'll be going outside and I'll be demonstrating how to put together another system. And the reason why I'm showing more than one is because this is great to have, but you should always have 2 or 3 ways of knowing how to filter you some water. The other way is like, what if I can't get any more cartridges if the store is closed and stuff? So the other way is more natural. Hopefully you can find these products even in a bad situation and be able to filter yourself some water. So stick with me. Let's go outside and start on the next step. Okay, these are the items that I'm gonna need to build the filtering system. You wanna get yourself some hardwood lump charcoals. That's that real light charcoal. It's really wood. You don't want to get the briquettes. All right, get you a bag of pea pebbles and some natural clay sand. You're gonna need a spigot, 2 paddle drill bits, a 5/8 is what I'm gonna use, and I'm gonna need a 3/4 for the spigot, and 2 buckets. And basically, the bottom bucket is gonna be your catch bucket, where we're gonna put the spigot into, the top bucket. We're gonna drill several holes into this top bucket, and we're gonna drill several holes in one of these lids here, and that will start the process. So I have to take the charcoal and grind it down to almost a powder, real small pieces. All right, so that's what I'm gonna do next. Okay, the first thing I'm gonna do is start grinding down this charcoal. Okay, thus far I grinded down the charcoal a little bit, pounded it down. End up being a labor of love. I used end up using a 2x4 instead of that garden hoe to kind of smash them down. Then I got it down some more, and then I threw it inside of a bucket already, and then I'm pounding it down some more with a baseball bat. So you want to get it down to a powder, or fine as you can get it. So I got some more work to do, but it's about to rain, so I want to go ahead and start on the rocks and the sand. With the rocks, you're just going to keep spraying them down with water until they become clean. And the same thing with the sand. Pour the sand inside of a bucket, pour water on it, rinse it out. You want to keep pouring water on it until the water in the bucket with the sand appears to be clear. You'll be able to see straight through the water to the sand. Settle. See how chalky it is? I'm gonna keep doing that process until the water stands on top of the sand is clear. Okay, it took about 12 to 14 rinses to get this result, but you can clearly see the water's no longer chalky. You can see straight through the water down to the sand, and that's the results we was trying to get to. All right, next, the P-rock. Just want to rinse this stuff off and get all the dirt out of it. Yes, how you doing? This is just going to help kickstart the filterization system a little quicker by rinsing the sand and the rocks off of charcoal. You ain't got to worry about that. The cleaner the rock the less times you got to run it through the filtering system to get clear water. Okay, we're done here. We're gonna take it on the patio and work on the buckets, getting those prepared. It's hot out here. The sun is already making the temperature go up on my phone. So let's take it inside. Now we're ready to put some holes into the bucket. Buckets, plural. I decided to go down to a smaller drill bit. So I went down to a 1/2 inch. For the holes that I'm gonna put in the top bucket, thinking about just drilling straight through the top and this lid at the same time. If it starts going haywire, I just do them individually. That's it for the hose. Bottom bucket, time for the spigot. Change bits to 3/4 inch. You don't want it all the way on the bottom. It'll come up a little bit. So whatever debris and sand do get through, it settles on the bottom. It won't come out the spigot when you get your drinking water. All right, no spurs around it. Pretty simple. Spigot, 2 washers, which is bevel. This end sticks out. So from the outside, you want the flat part sticking out. From the inside, also you want the flat part sticking out. So the 2 ends that curve in go towards the bucket. Put one onto the spigot. Gonna help give you a good seal. The other one on the inside. Nut on. And hand tight. That'll be good enough. Be able to see if it has leaks once you use it. And that's it. We're going to rinse the debris out of these buckets, and then I'll be ready to put the filtering in it, the charcoal, the rocks, and then the sand. One thing that I forgot to mention, some people like to do, put a cotton rag, a liner, or a pillowcase, but make sure it's cotton, into this top bucket. I think I'm just going to use an old t-shirt and line the bottom. Then put the charcoal on top of that. So that's what's next. We're just going to clean the buckets off camera. All right. Come in, old teacher. add the ingredients. Let's go back outside. Okay, it's pretty much ready. What I'm gonna do is go collect some water from the lake across the street, and I'll come back with you. We'll start filtering it and see how long it takes to get it from one color to clear color. It should be a little stained over there or whatever, but of course, you know, that's the extreme, getting it from a pond, a lake, or some other kind of system. Hopefully, if you had to, you could just be filtering it through some rainwater. But if not, this is built to purify or to help clean all sorts of water. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, I went ahead and pre-positioned the buckets on top of this table. I'm gonna pour this lake water into the buckets. I already captured some of the lake water in a jar, but this jar been sitting outside, so it's not a clean jar. I'm gonna transfer it to a cleaner jar. And we'll see how long it takes before this water cleans up. It may have to go through this 4 times, 5 times, I don't know. But eventually it'll come out clear in the end. So here I go. Well, let me set up the tripod so you can see me pouring it in. All right, people, here we go. That's all I could put in there for now because the bucket's so full. So we'll come back 15 minutes or so and see what it looked like, and then we'll do it again and again. Okay, hopefully by the time I get to the 4th jar, we can see how clean it is. But this is what came out of the lake. Now we're getting ready to see how it looks after the first run through. Okay, lake, first pass through. You can still see a lot of stuff in it, but don't forget now, when I emptied the first water, that was water left over from the sand, and all that other stuff was still in it too. So let's drain. I'm gonna drain some more out into the bucket, get it all the way drained, re-pour it, and we'll see what it looks like when it comes out for number 2. Get a little bit more in this jar. I have to do that off camera. Need 2 hands. Need to drain all that first batch out. I'm gonna pick that bucket up, put it right back in. Now it'll be glass number 2 when it gets through coming through.
For your situation, but you are responsible for doing something. It's not your responsibility, it's your responsibility. Whatever situation you're in, you got to do something.
Second pass.
And unfortunately, we have a situation where we don't want to hear nothing from nobody. We're supposed to accept everything you do. No one can say nothing. The only people you like is the ones that are telling you you're a king, you're this, you're that. And it doesn't matter if you sit in a nice way, or it doesn't matter if you're cussing them out. So here's the question. Who do you want saying anything to? And the answer comes back. Yeah, I don't care about your attraction. I don't care about other people. How do you really think you get it all?
Number 2.
Oh my goodness.
Hi, how are you? You just over there?
Okay.
No, I got it.
See it.
Kind of low.
Clear it up
All right, what you got?
each time.
So I feel like I'm definitely I'm a high value woman. I'm quality, what's with, great cause, great family,
Okay, go ahead.
honey,
I'm listening.
fun,
Make
cook,
1,
I can kind of
2.
do it all. And then you say guys want all these things. I think approach, start dating someone, and I wouldn't say entertainer, I'm an event planner. So I'm the scene, I'm always connecting, leading
How old are you?
1,
Huh?
How old are you? Huh?
29.
Good night.
Two.
What's the issue?
So being in a relationship, they truly show
I didn't need to be
and
convinced
they'll like
that this
being
works.
around certain VIP scenes, they're going to certain events and venues, and when it's busy now,
What?
and,
Y'all can see
it's
it's getting clearer and clearer each time. Products that you can get from your local big box store, have them on hand just in case you ever have to use this method to purify some water.
Texas.
This thing, we're going to get into it. This is not going to be like every other show I do. This
Round
is
3.
discussion. So if you're looking for me to roast and toast and slap and cap and that's a different format. I'm talking to somebody and I'm going to, now of course I keep it the same. But I expect a respectful back and forth because I want to understand what's going on with so many women today, especially when they think, non-traditional kind of arrangements make sense. All right, you ready? Now you need to let everybody know that they can't, go ahead and unmute yourself. Hello?
Trying to notice the difference. I can see it. I don't know if it's coming through on the camera between 2 and 3. Slightly though. Alright. I'm just gonna do the 4 people, but it's getting cleaner and cleaner. Take maybe 5 or 6 pass through and it'd be really clean, and then you go from there. Now I just poured my 4th glass. Pulled up to the sun. Nice clear water. Smells funny though. Seems like I can smell the charcoal in it. But that's as far as I'm going. I'm not gonna do a 5 and a 6 pass through. I've been at this thing pretty much all day. So that's it for now. Let me go back in on a patio and set up my closing remarks. Well, people, that's it for today. That's how you build a what we call in the greenhouse lounge a Murky water filter. And by the way, I didn't say initially in the beginning of the video, but it was a challenge put out by none other than Lead Farmer 73. I accepted that challenge and I built a Murky filter. So I have it on standby just in case the family needs it. In case of emergency, we have one. Now, I will say, grinding the charcoal down to a fine rock or dust, that took some time. It wasn't easy. But these products that I use to put it together don't cost much. If you don't want to take on this, you don't have to. But maybe it'd be a good idea just to get the products and just store them, just in case you need it for later. But with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It's probably going to be super long. I'm going to try to edit it down as much as I can because I've been at this thing all day. And I thank you for coming and visiting my channel. And you have been with C7, the HOA Homesteader. And remember, folks, just because you live in a HOA doesn't mean that you cannot grow food. See you next time.